This video is brought to you by Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist, my new book, which is a comprehensive guide to all aspects of music theory necessary for playing rock guitar. From blues to the cycle of fifths, from understanding and using modes to choosing the right notes for a melodic solo, from pentatonic scales to chord construction and keys. It's all covered in a clear and concise manner. With accompanying video demonstrations, jam tracks and tabs, you'll learn to use the knowledge you gain in accessible ways that make sense for less than the cost of a few guitar lessons. Check out the link in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. That was me having a stab at the solo from a song called Fool's Gold, which comes from the 2019 album Hard Lessons by Chris Shiflett of the Foo Fighters. Basically I saw, I think it was That Pedal show when he appeared on there, and he was talking about his new tour and stuff, and going through what gear he used and all sorts of stuff that they do on that pedal show. And I thought, oh, okay, this sounds interesting. So I headed off over to Mr. Spotify's Fine Emporium and got the album to have a listen to. And not quite sure what I was expecting, but it certainly wasn't what I got. It was a very pleasant surprise. If you're not familiar with the album, then imagine the sort of pop rock sensibilities of a band like Bon Jovi, perhaps with a little bit less, kind of studio slick polish to it, but that sort of catchy rock tunes, basically. You've got the kind of rock and roll swagger of early to mid 70s Rolling Stones, sort of Exile on Main Street kind of period. And you've also got a little bit of the kind of curled lip, snarling punk attitude of a band like The Clash. Now, if that isn't a winning combination, then I'm obviously missing something. It certainly is for me. Anyway, highly, highly recommend the album. It's called Hard Lessons by Chris Shiflett. Anyway, that was the solo from a song, as I say, called Fool's Gold, which comes from that album. And here's a little bit of an explanation about what's going on in the solo.
Solo explanation.
Okay, so beginning as always by taking a look at the chord sequence the solo is played over, which goes like this. So very strongly resolving onto that G major chord there at the end, which means we have a tonality of G major, which means that we're going to be using the G major or E minor, depending which way you want to think of it, pentatonic scale. We start off with just that little run that I'm not sure is actually there on the solo, but it just sounded like a cool way to kick things off. You could play it. It's just kind of going up the bass notes of the chords. Just playing that G to the B to the C, which kind of reflects the G to the G over B to the C, kind of intro into the solo. Then after that we hit that E minor chord and we get this lick here. You can see it's just doing that old kind of unison slide kind of thing, pairing the fifth fret E note on the second string with the open string. There's quite a bit of that going on in the solo. And then we come into the next part where we're hitting the C chord and we go something like this. Then onto the D, kind of playing just that little D5 chord shape there. So that all together is going to go like this. Like that. Again, you can see it's all just kind of coming out of that pentatonic pattern there, with like a little bit of that pattern up there, that basically the pattern 2 shape that comes up next. And we're kind of staying between that sort of this 3rd to 5th fret area, and coming down onto the open strings in the first position for the next couple of bars, because we play the same lick twice now. We've got like this, that's it, and then so we play that lick twice, basically twice through that, and then we have this ascending thing where once again what we're doing is we're letting the open top E string ring out against essentially an ascending E minor pentatonic thing, which is happening on the 2nd string, going from the 3rd fret to the 5th, 5th to the 8th, 8th up to the 10th, like that, and then we do a little bit of backtracking, but essentially it goes like this. Like that. And then what we do next is basically the last lick in the solo, where we go just kind of playing that little instance there of the G major pentatonic. Let's have a look. Like that. So all just really kind of straightforward and simple little pentatonic moves. Basically, there's not even a string bend in this solo. It's just occurred to me now as I'm going through it. So it is really accessible. One thing I would say that you can gain from looking at this is just the sense of phrasing. You know, just taking a lick and repeating it. I talk about this all the time in these solo analyses, but you know, the kind of and the fact that he then plays that lick exactly the same again, like that. People, I think, are often a little bit timid about using repetition like that because they think it'll make it sound like they can't think of anything else to play. Well, if you do it 7 times, maybe that might be the case. But just restating a lick maybe 2, maybe 3 times, you will get away with it because not just get away with it, it will enhance your solo because it makes it sound connected and joined up, and like each lick is part of some kind of narrative that you're spinning. So repetition, that's probably the main message to take from this solo. And you know, if you're in the key of E minor or G major as we are here, then you know you've got this nice open string like that to kind of bounce off like that. You know, it's the sort of thing that Paul Kossoff did in All Right Now, wasn't it? Something like that. Anyway, so you know, that's if you're in a key where you've got an open string that you can just use as a drone like that, then that's another way that you can add texture and interest to licks that you play on other strings. So there you go. Anyway, there's not much more you can spin out of it than that. It's a simple, effective little solo, well worth taking a look at, and now you know what to do. Go away and have some fun with it. And as always, you'll find a full tab for the solo in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it, that explanation you've just seen there, and the backing track to play along with yourself. All of that is, as usual, up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description. As I'm sure you know by now, £3 or $3 a month gets you access to all of these additional goodies that go along with these YouTube videos, and of course, a massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that or any of the other ways, all of which are also downstairs in the description. And that is all I've got for you today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video and found it entertaining and informative in some small way. And if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not drop me a like as well while you're at it? Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5pm UK time. We drink beer and talk about music and guitars and many, many other things. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.